to just squeeze you, put my things all around you. Good evening, folks. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you very much. I'm trying to organize clips. Whenever it is you see I'm a little bit late, it just means that my clips are taking a while to come up. Good evening. How is the evening this evening? That's all it is. That's all it is.
It's time to ask more of our bro.
That's all it is. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. They wanted me to skip the live this evening because of what they see going on, but I'm not caving in like the Democrats. O'Neill is not going to cave in like how the Democrats caved in on the government shutdown. They wanted O'Neill to concede. Right? Roan wanted Wayne to concede. Just like the Democrats in the government shutdown. But Wayne is not conceding. Should Wayne concede? That's the question. That's a good question. Should Wayne concede? Should Wayne concede to Roan? That's your question right there, sir. Should Wayne concede? Good evening, friends. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Should Wayne concede? Just like the government is going to be reopening because the Democrats have caved. All them votes, people voting for them all this time, and they have caved. And now Roan is asking Wayne to do other things. Should Wayne concede? Or is it time for Piary to be fired? I think if you ask me, it's time for Piary to go. I'm calling for the head. It's time for Piary to be fired. It's time for Piary to be fired. Why? Because it's not ready yet. I don't know, It's what it is. The Democrats have conceded. And so Roan is asking Wayne to do the same thing, but Roan is not conceding. Wayne is not conceding. Let's get into it.
What's up with you? What's up with you, Mr. Roan? What's this
man.
about, man? Because I'm a busy man. I got a lot of stuff going on, a lot to do.
I understand,
so,
man.
For real, though.
That's why I came here to talk to you, man. I'm not going to take up much of your time.
Mm-hmm.
You're a busy man, like you said.
For sure.
I just want to say, this petty energy we had towards each other, I'm not on that type of time. I came over here to squash that mess, tell you I respect you and what you've done, and that I care about Piary and I prioritize what me and her are building. I don't want her feeling no type of way. Anytime we around, she feel like she got to walk on eggshells because she mentioned your name, and I'm like, I'm cool. I don't want to.
Probably because I pay her. So most people, they got a job or occupation, and somebody pay them little eggshells because she probably ain't working most of the time since you've been around. So
hold on, hold fire, hold on. See, I like how Wayne is very honest with all of this because I saw this today and I said, you know what? Number one, what is Roan doing here? What is Roan doing here? I am sure that Piary does not know that Roan went to Wayne. I'm sure she doesn't know this. And even if she did, this was just a bunch of nonsense. Time for Wayne to move away from the girls in his mind. From the girlfriends in his mind. Roan is on Cali time. Well, hey, let's see. Only I agree it's time for her to go. Angela Paul, it's time for her to go. She might lose her job. Piary might lose her job because of Roan. I think she's going to lose her job. This was unnecessary. Anthony, that's bad. All right, hold on. I'm soon get into the Anthony and Amber story. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me tackle up this Roan thing first. Let's button the hatches on this now. Would you like your husband to, would you like your boyfriend to do this? Would you like a person you're dating to do this? Let me ask y'all that question. Would y'all like the person you're dating to do that? Like Dre has said, all 304s has got to go. All 304s must go. All 304s must go. Even if it was a woman, you can't pull this stunt. You cannot show up at my job doing whatever it is. You could have good intentions all you want. The answer is no. The answer is no. Saturday morning, jumped out of bed, put on my beanie, jumped in my car and raced like a jet. On the way to you, knocked on your door, it hard in my head to ask you a question, 'cause I know that you're an old-fashioned man. Wayne has been rude. That's what it is right now. Ron has been very, very rude in what he's doing right here.
Well, see, even that right there. What's that? What's that? The truth?
Yeah.
What you mean the truth? Like there's a way to deliver the message, and your delivery. You got to work on your delivery.
Oh, my delivery made millions. I had #1 on Netflix.
This ain't the stage.
Huh?
This ain't the stage, bro. This is just not a routine you got to write for me. I don't need 60 minutes from you.
Why your voice getting loud, man?
Yeah, I'm just a big guy, bro. I'm just naturally just everything bigger. Just how my voice is big. It's how it goes.
Bro, I'm just being real, bro. But at the end of the day, I get what you're saying. See, I got petty energy, but this is not personal. This is who I am. This petty energy it made people laugh. I
get that.
You get that.
And I know you built a lot on that, but sometimes it's not funny, man. It's disrespectful. And I'm trying to tell you, I don't want us to disrespect each other.
All right. I don't want to never disrespect you. That's one thing I do not do.
Okay.
All right, but I just don't understand when you say I did disrespect you. Because if I talk to Piary, she works with me. She's my assistant.
I understand that.
So you ain't paying her nothing but some attention. So
look, I know we're gonna have different perspectives, and that's fine. That's fine. I understand your.
So hold on. So Ron is doing the whole, and I'm giving him some time to explain himself to see if he can get out of this. All right. I don't know what Ron has right here. I don't know what Ron got going on. But I'm gonna say this, ladies, on behalf of the men, we apologize for this simp move. Like, this is just, it's not even simp. This is just a move you shouldn't be doing. Like, you don't show up to a woman's job to try to correct her boss. Again, only because it's a personal thing and you know her boss doesn't mean you need to go correct her boss. Somebody asked only what is he drinking? I'm drinking a beer. I'm drinking a beer. It's not a red stripe, it's a ginger beer. I don't drink as heavy as that, folks. It's a ginger beer. He ain't paying her nothing but attention. He's not paying nothing but attention right now. That's what it is.
Intentions wasn't that. And like you said, if you petty by nature, then it helps you
petty by nature.
understand.
Speaking of nature, like I would have been petty because when you first came here, the first thing I seen was your pants. And I held that back because you say you want to talk me real. I'm like, that's petty. Nature made me bring it up because that's natural to have that on right this time, but it's unnatural to have a hood on with nothing on your arms. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like your head hot, but the rest of your body.
What's wrong with my pants? I don't understand.
I'm saying it's just unorthodox with the rest of everything. But
why does he look like this? Like this is supposed to be a grown man. You want to tell me that you can't take a couple jabs? Ain't no way as a grown man you can't take it. In other words, Ron is showing me right now. I'm not sure that we will fire Piary just because of Ron is acting sensitive, because he's petty and wants to bother him. Well, the levels that Ron is going at right now is not great. Ron is showing he's very insecure. And that's not good. That is not good. Ron is showing that he's extremely insecure. This is not great. The pants were awful. They talked about the pants and he's complaining. Ron is insecure. It's as simple. Ron is showing us that he's extremely insecure, and insecurity doesn't look good on a man. Insecurity does not look good on a man because a man is generally very, what you call it now? You're normally confident. You normally have some amount of, as a man you have to have some amount of confidence in this world because the world tends to be harsher for you. It just is. It's harsher for you. Ain't nobody putting up no man. Ron is acting insecure right here. I can't believe that he's actually here even talking to Wayne at all. I can't believe that that's what he's actually doing, but hey, keep running.
We good, bro.
We say I make Piary's job very secure. All right. Rowan is checking Wayne's temperature. Yeah, but you're coming to talk to him in the capacity of a man trying to correct a woman's boss. If you don't like, listen, if you don't like how her boss is treating her, then you need to pay her. Have her quit and pay her. But you can't tell her boss how to go about his business. You can't. You can't. You just can't. You can't. Wait, you think they're trying to... Well, I don't think they can replace Anthony at all. You think the writers are trying to replace Anthony with Rowan? And they're both like... God. This is crazy. There was no meeting of the minds in the conversation. It went nowhere. There is no meeting of the minds with this conversation. What do you mean? Fierce Capricorn. It didn't go anywhere. This insecure, you're mad, you can't pull up. Just like Dre is telling you right. You couldn't pull up on no man in Jamaica like this. And I decided I'm gonna talk to the boss. I'm gonna fire her a long time. If I was in Wayne's shoes, I would have fired her. She's fired. I don't care what the main fact say her boyfriend comes up to my place of business means I need to fire her. Rowan need a job. It's giving broke energy. Rowan is giving me broke energy. This is what a broke man does pretty much, you know? And sheesh, let's just say it. This is what a man who just, me don't know, he might give me, me don't know. It might give me an energy that's just not, it's not normal. It's just not normal. And broke not in terms of money, but broke in terms of broken. This is what a broke man does. Broken. In other words, somewhere inside him is broken. And so he has to do this. Let me see how y'all feel. Wayne needs to call who? Lisa Ray. Ron will make Piary lose her job. And he will lose her. Right now, I think it's going there. I would have fired her 3 weeks ago. She needs to get fired right now. I'm just saying, at this point, Wayne's estate needs gates, folks. Okay. Wayne's estate needs gate, folks. Just be pulling up. Okay. It needs a gate. It does need a gate. That's true. It needs a gate. Men will be men. They're both insecure. Well, men will be men for true, Jeanette. But the truth is, you generally don't pull up on a man about his thing like this. No, men don't just pull up like this. There was no reason. There was no reason for Rowan to pull up. There is no reason for Rowan to pull up. What are you saying? O'Neill, you cannot fire her. USA labor law prohibits termination. Really? All right, don't worry. Since you said that, Jeanette, hold on. Hold on, don't worry, Jeanette. Let's just pull this up. Let's go for the labor laws in Georgia. That's fine. How to terminate employment of an employee without discrimination in Georgia. Hold on, man. Hold on. One journey, hold on. One journey. I love the challenge. I love the challenge, One Journey. I wanted to look at this. Note, in Georgia, which is an at-will employment state, you can generally terminate an employee at any time and for any lawful reason or for no reason at all. as long as the reason is not discriminatory or retaliatory. However, to protect your business and to avoid legal risks, you should follow a clear, fair, and well-documented process. Here's how to terminate properly and without discrimination. You see that? It's an at-will state. I can say that I have no more needs for her services. Don't have to have that. I can say that I have no more, if I have no more need for her services, I can terminate her. All right, let me do it again. Can I terminate an employee at will if I no longer need her services? Hold on. Y'all know this working. You know when you come to a channel like this. You know you come to a channel like this. We're going to the education on this. Come on. One journey. I love the challenge, by the way. Don't feel any way about it. I love the challenge because this brings us to learn something. Yes, you can terminate an employee at will in Georgia if you're no longer in need of her service, as long as the reason is lawful and non-discriminatory. So one journey, I can say that I no longer need what Piary does. I can retitle the job and give it to somebody else. People have done this before. It's at will. I can say I no longer need her. I no longer need her services. I want the service of such and such because such and such is going to provide me with this. I can say that. In other words, one journey, all he has to do is to revamp the job description and says, you know what? I no longer need your services. I now need the services of XYZ. He can fire her. He can fire her. He could fire her. You're saying him have to document it? He doesn't have to document it. It's just saying you can document if you want to do a proper thing. They're just saying you can document it. Even though Georgia does require one, look at this, one journey. Even though Georgia doesn't require one, in other words, they don't require you to document it. You don't have to document it. Having a clear documented reason protects you. Example, poor performance, violation of company policy, attendance issues, restructuring or downsizing. Wayne can say, I want to downsize the business. There you go. So now you know he could terminate her if he wants to. Him just have to put it the proper way. But he could. But I know what you're saying. You know what? One journey, I do know though what you're saying. What you're saying is his chances of making it seem retaliatory are high. You may be correct in that, but it's how him word it. And it's what he does. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. That's why I said them can sue you. I know what you're saying. Roan is acting like a little boy. Be a man and let Piary know that she has a man and not a child. That's what he needs to do. Good evening, guys. We're on the topic of labor disputes. That's what it is. Yeah? You don't think so? I don't think Piary will leave Roan if she loses her job. She's desperate to be in a relationship. You know what? Possibly. Fierce Capricorn? Possibly. At this point, possibly. Wayne could say that he came to threaten him. She did not do it directly. A family member did. Hold on. Hold on. If a family member in Georgia, hold on, oh God, my typing today. There you go. Can he terminate like this? Let's see. One Journey, I love your conversation this evening. I love your conversation because this is needed. In the state of Georgia, the default employment rule is at will. That means that unless there's a written contract or other special legal protections, neither the employer nor employee can end. Either of them can end the employment relationship at any time for any reason or no reason, so long as the reason is not illegal. What supports a yes? Because employment is at will in Georgia. You can generally have the right to terminate an employee even if they haven't done anything contractually wrong, so long as you're not violating protected laws. That's it. That's it right there, sir. As long as you're not doing it based on any of these: race, sex, religion, age over 40, disability, national origin, etc. It's none of those things. Was the employee directly involved with the threat? Maybe. Failed to stop it or believe that the threat was da-da-da-da. If yes, then might as justification. All right, so you might win on that one. But that's it. If he wanted to, the point is that it's at will. He could, I know what you're saying, One Journey, don't think I'm missing what you're saying. But the point I'm making is that it's at will. And when it's at will, you can find a way of saying, you know what, I'm going to downsize, or at this time I don't need anyone at all. He could do that. He could do that. That's just what it is. He could. He just could. But this is just out of place. Piary is happy with Rowan, and she can get other employment. Okay, yeah, sure. Hey, get other employment. Not something else I'm going to pay her 15 grand. They don't have a written contract, that's true. Diana, they don't have a written contract. Jeanette, she could get another job, but not one that pays $15,000. Piary not getting another job like this that pays $15,000. And you know what? I just cut a piece of the video off. Piary is not getting another job like this. I'm telling y'all that. She ain't getting another job that pays 15 grand like this. Given the fact that Ron told Piary not to even allow Wayne in her house, he could use that as well. Let her go. Let her go find another job. This was out of pocket. The point I'm making is this was out of pocket. Jeanette Piary really does not have qualifications for a job, so I don't think she's marketable. She has a degree in art. And it's no knock against people who just do art. But if she was that marketable, she would have been making money before Wayne. Let's call a spade a spade. What Wayne did was terrible. What he did was terrible. You don't do that. What Ron did was terrible. Since Piary was being paid in cash, I don't think she'd want to make a case if she's fired. She's not paying taxes and could get herself in trouble. Piary offered to quit anyways to be with Ron. Exactly. That's what we're saying. No van in one, please. Trust me. I like how y'all think that Piary could get another job. She's not been working. She's supposed to be this great artist but hasn't done nothing. Anthony had to give her $20,000 and she still wasn't working. Remember those things. Before y'all jump up and start saying, well, she can get another job. Remember, say, she never have a job. Let's just don't forget that. Wayne should fire Piary because of Ron's behavior. That was totally inappropriate. It was Rico DIY, extremely inappropriate. You don't go to your boss's house to do that. I may be wrong to think that he will fire her. Wayne involved Ron acting like an insecure idiot. Piary don't need a job. All she wants is Ron. All right, well, hey. That's all I'm saying. Well, they're saying she gets paid in cash. That's what they're saying. She gets paid in cash. Doesn't matter. Piary can produce a product to sell. People are doing it every day and making millions. Wayne, not God. Well, we're not saying Wayne is God, Jeanette. I don't think that's what people are saying. They're just saying they don't like the fact that Ron has showed up like this. Not even I am saying that Wayne is God. I'm not saying that she's going to get another job. Sure, if she's planning to take a lesser pay. That's what we're saying. We're saying unless she plans to take another pay, she could be fired for this. We're talking about the implications of Rowan doing this. You don't show up to your spouse's employment place to go see if you can check the boss. No, that's his company. That's what capitalism is. It's your company. You can decide who you want to let in and who you want to take out. It's your company. If that wasn't the case, then might as well you just rule any company you're going to. If I have a company and you want to rule it, just come right in and do what you want to do. Because that's what Rowan is showing. Love can't pay all the bills. Me love it. Listen to me. Love can't yam. Thank you very much. We know that she love him, but love can't yam. Love cannot yam. Anyway, let's move along. Don't worry. Let's move along. So, I didn't get a chance to look at this last night because we went to bed. But nonetheless, Anthony upset.
Kind of late, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, it was a crazy night at the club tonight. What you doing out here?
Waiting up for you.
Okay, you all right?
You wore that to the club?
This dress that you're not even looking at? Yes.
And you were working.
Yes, like I do all the time. What are you talking about?
So if you're working, why'd you need to wear something like that?
Anthony, something like we have a bar, remember? It's a nightlife. Like, what you want me to wear?
And look at you. Where's your jacket? It's freezing out here.
I know. I left it in my office.
Here. Put this on.
What is wrong with you? We could just go in the house and talk.
Amber, I waited up. I know you said you were gonna be late. I thought I'd surprise you and cook for you, and now it's in there cold.
So now you know how it feels when Amber has been waiting for you when she cooked and it's cold. That's what you're learning. You're learning how it feels when a woman has cooked for you. She's waiting for you to come home. You don't come home and it gets cold. That's exactly how a woman feels. This boy is crazy out of his mind. Don't worry, ladies. I got this. He's crazy out of his mind. Yes. This is extremely crazy. Now he knows how it feels when a woman cooks some food and she's waiting for you to cook. She left the food out on the kitchen counter and you don't come home and eat it. And nothing to honey like a woman that cooks a plate of food. You want to win me, just cook me a plate of food. And it's not that I like my belly because I can cook. The deal is just this. I just like the idea of a woman putting time and effort in a kitchen and putting on a plate of food. It even encourages me to go out, work some more, and make sure she enjoys life some more. That's it. But apparently he never remember this. So I don't know, it must be crazy. This is absolutely nuts. This from Anthony is nuts, but now he's seeing how this feels. This is exactly how it felt when Amber was doing all of the other things, and you were out doing your own thing. Some people wish you could have go in.
Like, hey, this ain't it.
Baby, I'm sorry, okay? I should have called you. I didn't want to wake you. I thought you would be asleep by now, okay? It was a really busy night. And we were short-staffed. What was I supposed to do? Just leave the bar and not help? It's our bar.
I know that.
Then if you know that, why you asking questions? Carla S. exactly. He needs to go every time Shayla gets under his skin. He wants to take it out on Amber. He needs to just go back to Shayla. But he's big mad because he doesn't need or want him because she doesn't need him anymore. Navan, it's sickening. This is who Amber wants. All of you want it. I guess. Maybe they'll make up. Maybe he'll make up later. But I saw it last night and I said, you know what, it's a good thing. No, I saw it this morning when I got up. And I said, it's a good thing I didn't review it last night because I would have been very, very upset watching Anthony tell a woman about what she should do and what she should do. At this time. This boy should be supporting Amber right now based on all the crap that he's done. Anthony makes me sick to my stomach. He is an a-hole, and Amber gives him more respect than he deserves. Way too much respect. Anthony isn't learning how it feels. He just upset because Shayla told him she didn't need him. So now all of a sudden him need. Somebody apologize. Damn with the apology. Crap, Amber always apologizing. Exactly. I'm just, we're Dre. All the males are tired about this woman apologize to this man. But that's what they've made, you know? Apology, apology, apology.
Babe, look at you. You tired. I know you tired.
Yes, I'm tired, but that's life, right? I'm gonna go and get some rest, and I'll be okay. I'll just do it over. And baby, relax. What is the problem?
Nothing.
I was at work. You acting like I was somewhere else.
It's fine. I'm not saying you're somewhere else. I'm just saying, like, this whole... You know what? Forget it. That's fine. It's fine. I just worry about you. That's it.
I don't know where this comes from all of a sudden. It's almost like he has become her father. And I definitely repel that. When a man become a... It's almost like Anthony has become her father. Anthony has become the woman's father. And I don't even like that because I don't think more have been a woman's father. No. Anthony is acting like Amber's dad. Now, maybe the people who are married for long can tell me in the chat. Is it like this? Is this how it is? Married people, please step to the front. Calling all. Calling all the married people. I'm calling all the married people right now in the chat. Now call. Come to the front. Come to the front. Come to the front. Come to the front. Come up to the front, please. Step right up. Is this how it is in marriage? Come on. It's like him become the woman's wife. Chico, you said. Anthony has been turned into a housewife. That's what's going on, Chico. The married women, is this how it is? The people who are married, please, can you drop some gems in the chat? Can the married people drop gems? Shayla shame himself upset now. That's correct. Anthony is a bottom feeder along with Shayla. Amber, Anthony's behavior is beyond disgusting. The married people in the chat, is it like this? Because, you know, the people... there we go. KP Charm says, I am married for 28 years. And the answer is, hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Are there any more married takers? Because I have a whole heap of married people in my comments now. J-Dub says no. Amber is hardly at bar 44. Big baby, I'm worried about you. Look how Anthony leaves Amber on the porch. Look how many times he leave her on the porch. Childish. Him say him care about her and leave the woman on the porch. Exactly. There we go. The married people are speaking up. No, it is not like this. This is a facade. Thank you very much, married people. And thank you very much because you have single people who needs to know if this is what they're going to be going through. And you need to speak up right now, please. If there's ever a time in need, it's now. If there's ever a time I need you, married folks, it is now. We need you. We need you. All right. So they showed us that. So the married people have come by and saved. Thank you very much. They showed us that. Then this morning we get the ultimate thing. And I had some words for this morning, so let's get into it. No worries. I had some words, and I feel like I know what's going on here. I think I know what's going on. Anthony is giving me the type of guy that needs to have a woman depend on him. What Anthony is telling me is that he needs to feel secure, is what I'm thinking it is. And it was weird to see this. It took me a time to think about it. To feel secure, Anthony needs to have people depend on him. In other words, he doesn't feel that he's very useful without all of this. He's just mad that Shayla found a new daddy for Kai. He's mad. I'm okay with her walking out at this point. Lord, him toxic. Fiona would tell us that him toxic, but me just go along with it. She cussed me out. She cussed me out because the thing is she caved like the Democrats caved in the government shutdown, and O'Neill said, who remember when Anthony told Shayla for trust the process? We all remember. We don't forget. We don't forget. Amber proved Anthony's point about her being tired, sleeping on the porch. That's it. Him ego small, like everything. Drain easy, you know. Yes, needs a Shayla. This is so. He needs a Shayla. He needs a Shayla. He needs someone who can depend on him. That's what he needs. The bar girls are perfect for Anthony. That's so true, O'Neill. That is why Anthony doesn't care that he's paying all of Shayla bills or the car note and the stuff, because he needs to be needed. And I don't want you to get it twisted, you know. Men do want to feel like they have some use in the world, but they don't beg to do it. A person who is secure in themselves doesn't beg to do it. You can do it in other ways. You can donate to a charity. You can start a business and employ people. There are ways to show that you are very productive and useful instead of doing this that you're doing with a woman. But hey, let's get into episode this morning.
Baby, I know you try to do everything. You know, with the club and the house, and you got a lot going on. You know? Mm-hmm. But when we got married, it wasn't just about your dreams and my dream. It was about our dream. And I know you do a lot with the club and everything, but the club is interfering with our dream.
So, this is very weird. So, I didn't even see this point till just now. So, this is extremely weird. So, the club was something that they both started together. Am I right on that? Am I right on this? The club is something that they both started together. So in other words, if there's any commonality between the two of them, if there's any commonality between both of them, the club should be it. The club is it. The club is actually it. So I don't quite grasp. I just don't quite get exactly what Anthony is talking about. If it was an our dream thing, then the club should have really been it. But okay, you know what? Maybe I'm missing something.
Which is our marriage. And then,
What are you talking about, Anthony?
you gonna have to give that club up.
Wait. What? Give the club up? Why?
Yes, you do a lot for that club.
All right. Stop right here, so. Okay. All right. Let me get some comments from y'all. Why do you think Anthony wants Amber to give the club up? Let's talk. Why do you think she want him, you know, why does he want to give the club up?
Sometimes you just need to be home. it's taken a lot out of you. It's taken a lot out of our marriage. And I know when we first got in business and we decided to take over the club, it really wasn't that much a big deal. But given everything that we've been through, we don't even need any more distractions. And I just think that we should give it up.
Anthony, I've worked really hard.
I know.
And what about holiday? And I like going to work. I like my independence.
I understand that. But when you became my wife...
No, he doesn't understand that. All right, so let me just read some comments real fast, because like I said, I had a take on this morning, and I've rested out my position. What dream? It's messing with Amber, with her nightmare. Amber, nothing is wrong with letting your husband be in charge, but the counter for what you want. There you go, mommy is telling you. Amber should have said he should not be selling the bar, and when he had joined account, until him have a joint account, I would put someone in charge at bar 44. Makes sense. He wants to feel needed. Then he needs to go to court, get joint custody, and limit more opportunities for Kai to need him. No, Anthony didn't need a club. Anthony only joined her as a partner because he liked Amber. They got married. His mission was accomplished. And that's the point I'm making. But that was exactly what joined them together. So I wouldn't lose that. If I was in Anthony's shoes, I wouldn't have lost the club just like that. Because if the club is a commonality that we share, and I see that the club is something you like, I would always keep it. Because it is something that is on your heart. So you'll always remain happy with that particular club until you're ready to let it go. Anthony's full of it. He should be side by side at the club with her. I also thought that too. But hey, it is what it is. Maybe he can make more money at other places. No, she wanted advice. And he joined her in the partnership of 4 owners. All right? Yes, they're both partners in the club. He wanted to get rid of the club to get the money. He tried before and it didn't work, so he's trying it again. Amber, don't sell your bar. Hire Amanda to operate her club and part-time temps. Who need a job that is going to college? Makes sense. Makes sense. Amber was dealing with the club first. Phil introduced Anthony to Amber as an investor. Anthony ain't fooling anyone for a second. Amber's big opportunity will come, just wait for it. On TV, suppose Shayla's behavior is turning him off and he wants to focus on starting a family with Amber, knowing his relationship with Kai will be strained. Just a thought. I thought about this today. Trinley, I thought about this, but my problem with it is this. I'm going to tell you what my problem with this comment is, Trinley. My problem is that it's like she said, when you take away the club from her, and there is nothing to replace it, she's going to go downhill. That was what I'm thinking as a person who do this all the time, right? For example, let's say you have a person that's on, methamphetamine, or they're on cocaine, or they're on LSD, or some substance. When you remove the drug from them, when you take them through therapy, and you remove the drug from them, right? Because the drug has become a dependency, and you replace it with nothing, their chance of going back to the drug is highly likely. It's highly probable. Probability of probably 99%. Because there's nothing that replaced whatever void it filled. And that is the problem I have with this. What is she going to fill the time with? She's not pregnant. Let's work it out. She's not pregnant. So what's she going to fill the time with? What's she going to just sit down at the house and do nothing? Because if that's what she's doing, that going to leave chance for the plumber. If that is what she's doing, that will leave chance for the plumber to lay pipes since 1969. If that is what happened, then you can just start thinking about 69. Start thinking about the year 1969. If you're leaving Amber without anything to do, you start thinking about the year 1969. Because there's nothing for her to do. People have to be productive. They must be productive. So if they're not productive, you're going to leave it for... When Anthony's gone on business trips and all sorts of things, what is she going to do? This is... Thank you very much, Candice. Yeah, man, Candice, I have to mention it so people understand where O'Neill's point of view is coming from. You can't take away something without putting something else there. It's like a person who drinks alcohol or who smokes cigarettes is the same thing. You need to replace it with a habit. It's a habit. It takes up a particular time. It's unconscious. If you listen to what she said, she says, let me listen to her right here.
Day, and I like going to work. I like my independence.
I understand that.
You hear that? She like going to work. She like her independence. That is something that's very, very strong. You can't take that away from somebody and have them become independent. What will happen to them is that they will crash. So you can start work out 1969 because that's how I go on right now. If that's what Anthony wanted for her to stay home, then yes, pipes need to be laid when the childish, insecure boy gone. Exactly. At this stage, you're letting up the door. At this stage, he's opening the door for someone else to come. He doesn't understand that. And you know what? I used to think like this, that, you know what? Maybe I'll just grow up someday and all I'm going to do is have as much money as we can have. And, you know, my wife can just stay home and just do whatever. And then realize that, no, you don't want that to happen. You want your wife to do something that she likes to do. Because when she does something that she likes to do, she comes home happy. Because she comes home fulfilled. She has a place to exert all that energy. So when she comes home, as long as she's leaving that at work, she comes home a very, what you call it now, fulfilled person. And when she comes home fulfilled, you can get her now for what you want to get her for. But when you leave her at home, you might get 1 or 2 years. But after that, it's the same old, same old. That's my thing with it. But give me y'all's take. O'Neill Anthony wants to be home to babysit his Kai. Because him have something up his sleeve. I don't trust him. Me not trust him either, Terry. Terry, I don't trust him either. Hopefully Amber's mentor will come true. Hopefully. Let me read y'all's comments. Anthony, I don't want to listen to what Amber said. Anthony not listening to what Amber said right now. He doesn't care. He may have a plan we're not aware of, but he not state it. So we're just going off of what we see. What's the plan? The plan then, okay, maybe he needed to lead with. We're just going off of what we see now. So, hey, maybe I'm going to clean this up. But I'm saying, all right, well, Amber could work in his business then. Amber could work in one of Anthony's business. Notice how Amber was when she works for Wayne. She happy to do it. She like the idea. She's partnering with him. She feels useful and as a team. People need to feel useful unless you're like a Shayla. And even Shayla need to feel useful. Even Shayla wants to feel useful. Look at when Wayne hired her and say, you know what, Shayla, I'll still pay you, but let me talk to the Alicia. She still needed to be a part of everything. That tell you everything you need to know. Anthony's just not caring about what Amber wants to do. He's just concerned about his own needs and what he's up to. Maybe the writers are coming with a pregnancy for Amber. I'm hoping so. Sherma, I hope she's pregnant, because if she's not pregnant, this is trouble. Disaster.
But when you became my wife, I took those vows and I said I was going to take care of you. So let me do that. You know, sometimes I don't like you just getting dressed and going out there and...
But I like getting dressed.
I understand that. But sometimes I just want you laying around, just being the queen that you are. I don't want you going out into that club and dealing with all that kind of energy and then coming back home.
Queens get bored. That's all I'm going to say. I'm trying to break Amber. Anthony will make her leave him. This may be God's way of making sure that Amber breaks away from Anthony. You know what, Amanita, I can take that perspective. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the point where she realizes it's a waste of time. Shayla was Anthony's distraction from Amber. Now that Shayla has a wealthy man 10 years younger than Anthony, is big mad and want to control her. Pride. took a big hit. Mommy, thank you very much for the super chat. Mommy, let me see where your super chat say, Mommy. Oh, I'm trying to read as many comments as possible. Bear with me here. Bear with me here. Mommy, let's get to your super chat. Mommy super chat says, Anthony is in fear that Amber is growing him out. Wake up, Amber. Keep being the woman that attracts him. Anthony is afraid of becoming his dad. Keep growing, Amber. She has to keep growing. I like this mommy because she have to keep growing. That's why I say I would not have taken her off like this. But maybe other people have other things. I just don't know. It's just look, Amber is just too much of a productive woman to sit home. And I'm telling y'all, O'Neal used to think this made sense. Because this is how they were teaching you to think. But I realized that I don't want a woman for the work every day. And I don't want her at work all the time. But she needs to be useful because it helps her to just externalize whatever she's feeling. She gets to meet other people. She gets not to be stuck in a house. Leaving a woman in a house to do nothing is just too much. She needs to do something. She needs to be productive. Something that she can do. Because that helps the woman's mind to stay stimulated. And Anthony's not taking Amber's job where she's willing to give it up to be the perfect wife. Fierce Capricorn, you may be right. Oh boy. Oh well.
Alright, so I think the best thing that we should do is just call Holiday and just part ways with the club.
Well, you are my husband, and you do lead the household, so if you feel that strongly about it, then okay.
Trust me, babe. It's for the best.
And that's it. Just like that, that's it. All right. Jeanette says, I want. So in other words, yes, I me want it. I know Amber wants it. Just saying that is not Amber wants it, it's only want it. I had enough of both of them. I don't even know what Amber's. This is not woman. This is not the woman that was with Wayne. It definitely is. I'm trying to understand why does he want her to sell the club? Well, hey, it is what it is. Mommy, thank you for the super chat. Mommy, you're correct. Anthony's about to drop Amber. He's selling businesses, asking Piary to hold $2 million. He asked Chase about cheating. He's about to destroy Amber or try to. It's terrible. I just don't like the idea of it, but maybe, like Jeanette says, you know. I read a comment from today that they can no longer film at the club, so they have to sell it. Skitland, just like Anthony Q getting signed, Wayne had to fire Amber and Shayla. Maybe that's a conspiracy. Is that a conspiracy? You have that stamp signed by a JP Shaman. He's such a liar. When he was trying to win her back, what he said was he loved how she gets up and gets dressed every day and look at the skits. Where he had down that black and white dress on. Look at that skit. You know what, Shaman, I'm thinking of this. No, they don't have to sell it at the club. No, they could keep it in the background. They don't have to have them going to the club ever again. So that doesn't make sense. You can talk about the club, but you never see her there. There are ways to keep that in a skit. So I don't think that's what it is. I think there's a motive behind it. Deborah, you know me, I'll get him. Deborah, of course. I think him sneaky. I'm going to be honest with you, ladies. As a male, I'm telling y'all right now, there's a motive to this. Look at her face. She just now gets stressed out. Yes, mommy, thank you very much for this. Yes, O'Neal, it's called balance in the household. What you have done now is stress her out to stay home. She don't want to stay home. Trinley, listen to me, Trinley. We will overthrow the writers and riot. We need to hold a Wayne shutdown. I need to think of a Wayne shutdown on the writers. I need to think of a writer's shutdown. I need to think of a writer's shutdown. It's terrible. Steph Lee, like I said before, I don't watch Dalen skits because they have destroyed the Dalen character. I don't. It's bad. It really is bad. The skits are terrible. They're awful. He looks very silly, extremely silly. He looks like he has regressed by maybe 20 or 30 years. I don't even want to talk about it because it activates me that much. Because it's one of those characters that I really liked. I really liked the Dalen character and they have destroyed it. Stop wanting Amber to be pregnant. Well, you know why I wanted Amber to be pregnant, Navani one? Because the truth is, she wants a baby. And she wants a baby. As the deal, she married and she wants a baby. And I think the least she deserves out of this marriage is actually a baby. The least she can get in marriage right now is a baby. Amber is so much of an independent woman to sit home and depend on a man. Remember when he didn't close on her house? She told him she will get it because she has her own money. That's it. Wait, she doesn't want to stay at the house she was fighting for? No, she just wants to live there, but she'd love to go to work. I don't think that's what she's saying. I see. She wants to go to work. The woman wants to feel productive. She doesn't want to do what Shayla does, which is have too much free time and energy to talk about other people's business. She's not interested in that. She needs to counter. Okay. Like I said this morning, she needs to ask for certain things. All right, Anthony. 1, let me work in your business. 2, let me work at the club part-time, so I give you more time. 3, tell you what, put me on a joint account. Put me on your joint account. Show me that you're going to do what you say you're going to do. I just don't know. I don't know if he's going to stand true to. I can tell you right now. I can tell y'all right now. When a man has the upper hand and him do have good intentions, if you're the woman, worry. Because I don't know if Anthony has good intentions. I'm still not yet sold that Anthony have good intentions for Amber, but maybe you, the audience, are sold. No trip, no vacation. Thank you very much, Sandra. There has been no trip, no vacation. What has he done? Men are asking this question. A man asks these things, you know. I'm a male. And I'm saying, whoa, wow. Listen to me. We would give up anything for an Amber. Well, not anything. Hold on, let me take that back. Let me take that back. Pause. No, we're not give up anything. We wouldn't give, but we're just saying, a lot of men would want themselves an Amber, a woman who is willing to go to work, a woman who is going to stick by your side. A lot of men would want that. That's the point I'm raising. She already looked deflated. She now looks sick. She looked tired. So now work it out now. Now she's living with Anthony. And let's just say, wait, so I'm for 6 weeks of happiness and now she get 3 days. O'Neill begged the writers for 6 weeks and it translated into 2 days. You're correct, Terry. You think Anthony's a birthday? Does Anthony have a birthday party? You know what, Rico? Does Anthony need a birthday party? Is it time for a birthday party for Anthony right now? You know what? I know what you guys are saying with the baby thing. And if she don't get it, I'm fine as well. I'm not hard pressed on it. I'm just saying for the sake of her. That's all I'm saying. For the sake of her. Does Anthony need a birthday party? Somebody send me that birthday party. Oh gosh. Look, Gwen, I'm not sold. O'Neal is just not sold. I'm not sold. I'm not sold on the Anthony thing. And I know I should be picking up for the man, but I'm not. Because I don't like when men represent us poorly. Right, O'Neal? I'm not sold on either. Growing up finally, Anthony. You got a woman that truly loves you and you're acting like a total simp. I'm not totally sold. I'm just not sold. I'm just not sold. As a male, I'm telling you right now, this is not good. This is not a good position for Amber to be in, knowing who Anthony is. You say a vacation won't help a toxic marriage, but a birthday party would. Vacation or birthday party? Fine, let's go. Fine, let's go. Vacation or birthday party? Which one you guys want? What do you guys want to see? A vacation? Hello, onto the beach. You want to see her drinking mocktails? Or you want a birthday party? Birthday party or mocktails? Do you want to see Amber be drinking a couple mocktails? A couple Bahama Mamas? A couple Pina Colada? A couple Bloody Marys? That's correct, Deborah. That is correct. That's why I said, and it's not that she even have a bad habit, it's just habit in general. That is correct. You must replace it with something else. Because what you're trying to do is, you're trying to give the brain something else to associate that time period that you're storing with. Vacation or birthday? You need some attile. Well, Lord gosh. Anthony is narcissistic, controlling, insecure dog of a man. Look, I'm going to be honest with you ladies. I just don't think him saying she should sit at home is something good. It sounds like something good, but I just don't believe it's something good. That's all I'm saying. Neither. Vacation or birthday? Oh boy, y'all are really something else now. Amber is gonna become an alcoholic because he done took away everything she wanted. So now she's gonna start drinking again. Denise, this is what I was talking about. That right there is what I was talking about. Until you have something to replace it with, you can't do this to her. But that's what comes with trying to be the perfect wife. That's why I said those things don't work. And there are times and cases where O'Neal will say, yes, you may need a divorce when it is to your detriment. Because now you're becoming someone that is not yourself. Now, mark you have some women who stop working, but again, them find something to replace it. It's not like they have a lot of kids where Amber can go take care of the kids then. Or they have a bunch of charities where Amber can work on the charities. Or they work at something else. There's nothing that she's doing. She's sitting at home, reading magazines, scrolling her phone. She has all the time in the world, and the devil finds work for idle hands. That's it. The devil finds work for idle hands. It just wants to see that you have nothing to do. And that's it. But that's exactly why I don't feel so great about it. But hey, I'm going to leave it right here. I'm not going to beat a dead horse, folks. Let me run off and go get ready for the mini live. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful night. Amber needs a win. She need a win.